Ready?
Ready. Figured we was taking the race car.
No. So Josh and I are headed to Bascom's this morning. We left at like 5:45 from Maine, and it's just before 9 right now. We're getting ready to pull in. The roads haven't been too bad coming over. There were a pile of troopers out in New Hampshire. Luckily, none of them stopped us to say hi to us, which was pretty awesome. But we'll go over. Bradley's talking today about running evaporators, that type of thing, so that'll be pretty good. But I'm going to do a survey today with sugar makers that want to be on YouTube. And I'm going to start with Josh and say, what is one thing about sugaring that can get you in divorce court quicker than anything?
You know that answer. I know you do because you sold me a filter press.
Filter and syrup?
100%.
Filter and syrup. But we'll listen to Bradley, meet and greet, talk to some people, and we'll see what we can get for answers on this survey. But I think I know what it's going to be for everybody.
Timer, I can't claim to be some magical miracle I came up with. Okay? We actually got it from a producer in New York. And as a Vermont producer, to say you learned from a New York producer is kind of hard, but we did. And that New York producer had a timer, and they would fire every time the timer would go off. And at the time, we're thinking to ourselves, why? Why would you need a timer? Just pay attention. So finally we asked, and the producer had a really good answer. He said, well, it's simple. There's 4 of us that work together in this operation. We all go gather sap all day, and then we come to the sugar house, and one of the wives makes us a meal, and the fridge over there is not full of water. So maybe 3 or 4 drops every few minutes to keep the defoamer down, or keep the foam down. If you're talking about a 4x14, hopefully you don't still have natural draft with no enhancements. Hopefully you have an arm machine or something at that point, but you're going to need quite a bit more defoamer each time. One of the ways I know whether or not I'm putting enough defoamer in the flue pan, obviously the first check is the flue pan foaming? But the second one, if I'm having to constantly add a little to my syrup pan, then I need to put more in the flue pan each time to keep it knocked down. So we go in, I say, go ahead, start boiling, I want to see what you're doing, and then we'll try to correct some things. So he go ahead and fires up. Syrup pan starts to foam, and he had a steam away. I don't remember if he had an arm machine or not, but figure evaporator is a 5x16. He starts to boil, and that syrup pan starts to foam. He grabs the defoamer bottle and goes right across the whole syrup pan to knock the foam down. Not the first time I've seen that. I mean, that's, he was just trying to do the right thing. And I went over and took the defoamer bottle from him and said, don't you ever do that. Hindsight, that was a bad decision for a 20-year-old to tell a 40-something-year-old that.
Tell me one question.
What's that?
What is one thing that'll get a sugar maker divorced faster than anything?
Oh my God. That's a tough one because me and my wife have a good relationship, She's not involved in it very much. So she don't really know what I do.
So if she gets involved in it, that could get you divorced?
Possibly.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just one question you got to answer. What is one thing in the sugar house that can get you in divorce court faster than anything?
That's a good one. Probably come to Bascom's and buying equipment.
That'll do it too. So my one question is, what is one thing that can get a sugar maker in divorce court faster than anything?
That's a good question. Probably buying a new evaporator without the wife.
See, that's fair. Well, we're on our way home now, and as always, Bradley put on a great class that breaks down how to run evaporators, how to do them the most efficiently, where to put your defoamer, kind of fixes a lot of problems that sugar makers have that are common, foam issues, batching syrup, kind of getting the most performance out. And what do you think, Josh, after seeing Bradley?
Amazing. Answered questions I didn't even know I had.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to making syrup again and trying to maintain better consistency. That was really my takeaway, is getting consistency as I'm boiling and getting consistent draws sooner. It was neat.
So in the back seat, another project in the back seat, thanks to Bradley, is that one. We'll kind of work that one in when it's time, but we brought something home for another thing to make us more efficient that I picked up from Bradley. So we'll work that into some videos later, but another good day. Well worth the trip down there. Met a few sugar makers that watch our videos. Thanks for saying hi. I think you're gonna like that steam away once that thing's running, and then that little mini micro, that thing's gonna make your life easier, I guarantee it. So thanks for watching the videos. Remember, if you can, like, comment, subscribe. I'll answer all your questions. That subscribe button really helps my channel. It helps me with YouTube, and it'll make it to where I keep making more videos. So we'll see you in the next one. My one thing that'll keep you out of divorce court if you make syrup, just buy a filter press. It's easier.